Hello friends and adventurers, welcome back to Secret Song Games. I'm Adrian and we are back in Golden Gate 2, the Goddess Heart. We last left off as we were about to wrap up the bandit quests. Also found an interesting island I haven't found before. It's basically on the north side of the port, close to that big Easter island over there. I have a strange tablet and a bunch of dead fish around. If we turn on the locator, there's nothing else around, which is interesting. So what is this strange tablet? Disturbingly cool to the touch. That is not dead, which can eternal lie, and with strange eons, even death may die. Interesting. Just a bunch of lurkers spawn. I sort of recognize the reference of the text. Even death may die. I'm not sure if it's a World War I poem. I have no idea. In any case, let's go to the Easter Island, because I think I know where to find the last fragment piece. Let's go. Okay, so the last piece of a weird ring is actually near the Easter Island. It's on this small rocky outcropping, I guess. Over here, broken pieces of the weird ring have merged on their own. Perfect. We can finally enter Easter Island. Let's go! Easter Island. We have the fragment. We have the pieces. Let's explore it. Let's use the button. New entry. Achievements. What achievements? Reach the secret chamber. Yep. Is it gonna be trapped? Or are we gonna fight a boss? Interesting. Oh, anonymous lector. You go. Lucky us that we kicked the quest after the temple. It was terrible. Oh, research chest. Hessian cards. Island joint. Oh, nice. There's stuff in the chests. August chest. Greedy serpent. Explosives. Scripter's diary. Ring of happiness. Toik, run or better stay, there's so much more to spoil. Okay, so this is basically an homage to the people that worked on the Golden Gate. Cool, so what do we have? The island of Samoa. Is there any hints on this island? Something in the upper right corner. No. Okay, nothing over here. Where does this lead? Note of an unlucky traveler. Is this a teleporter? Yes, it is. I wonder where it goes. But before we take the teleporter, let's explore Easter Egg Island. This is interesting. See what we picked up. Ballad of a certain mother, Tears of Hatira, Tooth of Beliar, Sword of Venus, Whiskey with Cola. False card. Okay. And I hope one day I'm gonna be on one of these backer homage areas. What is this? Sharp Shadow Mist, Ghost of the Would-Be Quest. Bye bye Would-Be Quest.
Niczego tu nie znajdę.
Sharp Shadow Mist, Ghost of a Would-Be Quest. Okay. Save the game, maybe it's gonna be another boss fight. Xardas' 17 chest. Page outtorn of Montessor's diary. Oh nice, these look like assets. Read the book stand. In memory of all the builders whose hands helped to raise the walls of Hassis. Viatek, Bupse, Kedart, okay. Your name will go down in history in honor of Goddess Hatiret. Before we open this lovely chest, let's read the stuff we picked up. Note of an unlucky traveler. Damn it all for nothing. I tried everything, there's no escape out of this dark room. I don't know why, but instead of an Elea, I was teleported to this musty junkyard in Adonis knows how distant rump. But now I am sure of one thing. This Hoog is a bloody fraud. If some miracle doesn't happen, for me it's the end. I'm writing these words having only one last hope. If somebody happens to read this and your fate guides you to Arcolos, please kick Hug in his damn ass with regards from Barvin. Oh my god, this is such a fucking awesome reference to Arcolos. So, for those who don't know, the greatest mod so far, Arcolos, has this con artist called Hug who sells fake magical trinkets. Barvin is a reference to Marvin, the main character, and there is a random encounter where a messenger tries to deliver something to a guy called Barvin. This is so fucking awesome. It's so cool. Golden Gate really respects Arcolos. For that you have +1 point for me. Scriptus Diary. Several pages fell out of the diary. Ooh. What does the diary description say? Old bent notebook covered with stains of coffee and ash. Its author supposedly has been modding for too long. I agree. I've decided to change the world, literally. Collision works when it wants, and AI is crazed, but I won't give up so easily. I've got 3 lines of code already. The engine refuses to cooperate. I guess that's a good sign. These conditions sound like some devilish spells. The game keeps on freezing and Lester starts speaking with Ashton's voice. No more complex conditions. I've created a new character, GG Test NPC. He didn't want to talk to me. So I gave him a new Ivar and now he attacks me every time I approach him. I named him Bugwald. I spawned Bugwald a moment before. He appeared without a head and started to chase the player, screaming, Dia _Bugwald _help me _0001. I don't recall adding such a line of dialogue. May it be the engine co-creating this mod with me. Is it even possible? This is the tale of how to get into Gothic modding, my friends. If you wanna go for it, learn from this master cursed individual. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. What else do we have? Age of Scriptures Diary. Everything worked, almost. Accidentally I used AI _continue routine self in functions, okay? Now the NPCs are respawning endlessly. I created a test sword and it named it item MW Mother Sword of Pain. It deals 0 damage and resets the game when you strike with it. I added dialogue which starts a cutscene, adds teleport, changes the weather, and then spawns a dragon. The dragon didn't appear, but Gorn did, and he was naked. The comments keep reminding me what was supposed to work. I deleted them all. At least now I don't know if all those bugs are my fault. This is so fun. This is more fun than the game right now. I spoke to Milton today. To his ghost, specifically. He told me to give it a rest and go collect some herbs. I can't delete this dialogue. Nothing works here. Even the herbs aren't helping. Yeah, the mother used some swamp weed, let me guess. While coding. I've just found this in the code. If WLD get day 30, return, you're a part of the scripts. Probably it was me who wrote it, but I can't recall when. If you're reading it, it was probably devoured by my own code. P.S. Don't you ever use AI stop processing info self in the middle of a dialogue? Never. Page of... Is this Montresor? Yes, Montresor. The life of a Vanguardian scribe was as boring as a goblin soup. So when the opportunity of taking part in an unusual initiative arose, I decided to join without hesitation. Now I'm sitting on some godforsaken island writing anything that my teammates need. I could be doing the same thing in the solitude of my office, but the boss insists that by interacting with the source material, we'll get inspired. Let me guess, this is the tale of one of the main writers. I don't know about the others, but the only thing I got was diarrhea after the uncooked scavenger from yesterday evening. So I'm writing. Dialogues probably for some new play, books by non-existent authors, and even biographies of local fishermen became supposedly, it will add authenticity to our work. At least thanks to that I had the opportunity to visit the town and ask people about their lives, while drinking beer at the Drunken Goose. Meanwhile, the rest of the crew was doing some LARP, running around the caves of Gereza, scaring animals and screaming about blood and the Grey Goddess. Have mercy, Adonos, what am I doing with my life? This is a tale of a writer. Assisian cards, man. Okay. Somebody has some muscle mommy dreams. I can empathize with that. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. You do you, my friend. Ballad of a Certain Mother, Part 1. Once there was a creator with his passion inflamed. A gifted draftsman soon joined his game. They wished to send just a few knights on a quest, when other mothers gathered by fervor possessed. He summoned paladins to Jarkandar's mystery, and pirates of souls both savage and eerie. The paladins fought Beliar's vile spawn, yet the Golden Gate must be won at dawn. Who would embark on this cruel, cursed road? Only the nameless hero to bear such a load. Zardos gave him guidance to reach the chamber's door. The nameless would prove himself in deeds evermore. But here for a moment the tale fades away. The devoted mother once more his skill would display. He dreamed of a sequel, a second creation, with a brand new hero to lead the narration. So this is the story of Golden Gate 1. A daring fellowship then joined his side. Together they pondered with wisdom as guide. Yet nothing went as it should, for constant changes spoiled all good. At last they toiled for nights without end, until they had shaped a new world to send, and wove a story both wondrous and bright, so the mother's heart brimmed with delight. Yet finishing the work was no simple feat. A Balkan mother made all parts complete. The dubbing was needed to be recorded fast. A brave soul appeared to take on the task. Nor did they lack the cleverest skill at the hunting feast, contest thrill, arena duels, and mighty bosses to fight, where Damien Nutt labored with tireless might. Man, this ballad goes on. At last in the mother's soul love did appear, blazing like dragon fire, burning clear. A fair maiden loved the creator true. She welcomed the mod and cherished it too. And now, traveler, warmly welcome you stand. May you never lack life nor mana at hand. Remember the mothers, wary yet strong. Think of the years they labor so long. Enjoy yourself, rejoice in the mod. Delight in it, like a heavenly abode. Let not the old mechanics turn you aside, for the greatest of all is the love for Gothic's pride. Man. Okay. The passion, the mothers really have passion. Total respect. You guys are awesome. Maybe we could write a sequel called Sharp Shadow of Mist. Just a small Easter egg, just about 70 pages, not to make it broad. Yeah, that's kind of like me. I'm also working on a game with a friend right now. And I'm like, let's try some dialogue, or let's try some, I don't know, descriptions. And I'm writing, I don't know, 20 pages of something. And my friend Robert says, yeah, we'll probably use half of that at best. And when he says half of that, he probably means we're probably going to use a couple of sentences. But I can understand the writer writing a lot. So in The Witcher, there was that unicorn scene. Maybe we could make something similar. I know. Also in Morris atop of fire, Warren. Risa, could you prepare some concept art? And maybe something for all these beautiful men. A romance with Gorn, for instance. Nah, those aren't the greatest ideas. Maybe they lie here closed and hidden. It will be for the better. Wagsy. False card. Okay, so is this the Sword of Pain? Kinda looks like... Okay, so what else do we have? We have the Sicilian cards, and we picked up a bunch of other stuff. Let's save the game before we use them. Explosives. Okay. We didn't take damage, interestingly enough. Island Joint. Plus 2 dexterity. That's a very weird buff for a joint, if you ask me. Tooth of Beliar, whiskey with cola. Okay, this does nothing else. Holy water. Shovel. Torch. Empty bottle. An empty bottle labeled with Sharp Shadow of Mist. It seems open and some smoke comes out of it. Okay, interesting. So is that it? Page of a scripter's diary, ballad of a certain mother. Okay, portrait of a woman. And we have this to open, Zardas's chest. Let's open it. Ooh. 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 Gothic Wielka Wojna. I don't know what that means. Oh, there's a skeleton. Gothic Wielka Wojna. Wielka Wojna. Does it mean Forsaken Gods? Does it mean Gothic remake? I mean, it's just Gothic. It's simple Gothic, so it probably means the Gothic remake. Let's enter Marvin mode. What does it say exactly? So TDM. Okay. What's in this this cage over here? Okay. So let's see what we picked up. Proposal for bandits. Yeah, we're gonna use that in the next episode. Note of unlucky travel, ballad, list of discarded ideas. Oh, read that. Zardas's letter. Years ago, a certain Gothic passionate known as Zardas 17 dreamt of something big. He worked on Gothic mod The Great War, ambitious project, telling a new epic story in a known world. Also, Wielka Wojna. Wielka means war. War? Or something? Or Wojna means war? He worked alone during nights, with vision greater than his abilities. The players had followed his progress, waited holding their breath, but the mod was never finished. Today, Gothic Grey War is a legend, a symbol of unfulfilled passion and creative courage. Zarda 17, Riese Polak. Riese Polak is... Oh, he worked on Golden Gate. He's one of the modders for Golden Gate, isn't he? Let's turn on the locator just for a second. Let's see if we missed anything. Doesn't seem like it. Healing potions, a skull, a candle. Yeah, this is the beautiful artwork. The sketches. Pretty awesome. We're not gonna fight anything, right? As we exit this place. Is the boss gonna spawn? Okay, so we enter the... Is anybody gonna mention anything that we just
Hej, ty!
appeared out of nowhere?
Co?
No. Okay. So I'm guessing this is gonna be the Easter egg short episode. And the next one is gonna be the... hopefully the bandit episode, where we fucking finish up the whole bandit shenanigan scenario. So, pretty fucking cool. Pretty fucking awesome. Oh, we also have the Tears of Hatiret. What does this do? Oh, we can't interact with it? No? Weird. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna see you in the next episode where we hopefully get the fucking second crystal and maybe we can enter the bloody temple of Hatiret and see where the story of this mod is going. But I do respect the passion the modders had. Jesus, these guys are freaking... they're funny. I like them. They're funny. So, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay alive, stay badass. And remember, the most important story in the world is not in video games, in fantasy books, or whatever. The most important story is our own. Till next we meet, here's Gina, and cheers.
Hello, adventurer! Please like and subscribe. You can also share the video. Hello? Where are you going? Why are you running? You can support us on Buy Me a Coffee too. Or on Patreon. You can become a free supporter too. Oh, they always do that.
Nasz chwałę Twojej namiętności, o swoim szczęściu śpiewałam do gwiazd, lecz już nadszedł kres naszej miłości. Któż gwiazdom zaśpiewa, gdy nie ma już nas? Któż gwiazdom zaśpiewa? Biegła nas rozdzielił, gubiąc cały trud. Tęsknotą tyś swoją sprowadziła znów, chwytając moją dłoń zza śmierci czarnych wrót. Schwyta nasz kwar